When it rains, it pours. This is for Black women in toxic jobs. This is Dr. Kamani, licensed clinical psychologist. And when we think about the saying, when it rains, it pours, we know the feeling that when something's already uh, going difficult in our lives, or you're already going through a hard time, and then it just starts like piling up. That might be happening to you at your toxic job. And I know I can pinpoint exactly when that happened to me, when things just kind of were building up at the toxic job. But at the same time that that was happening, I was dealing with other things that were very serious too. So there were some very serious things happening in relation to, we were having a family crisis in relation to what was going on with one of our children in relation to school bullying. And so our family was in crisis. So we were dealing with the devastation of that and all that's involved. And so I'm going to do another video about the lawsuit that we did in relation to that school and negligence. So we did end up settling, but I do want to talk to you about that because I don't think enough of us talk about the impact of bullying and what bullying really represents, particularly for kids. So kids who exhibit bullying behavior, and again, I'll do a whole nother video on this, but those kids are really troubled because most kids who are well adjusted, who are happy, secure, they don't engage in bullying behavior. So again, I'll do a whole nother video about that. But I wanted to talk about that and just say that I was in the middle of dealing with that situation, which was really, really bad and very stressful. And right when I'm going through that, then that's when the stuff, the toxic job kind of just, how you have like a pinnacle moment? It was like that pinnacle moment. And I remember sitting in my car and thinking, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. The timing is horrible. I already knew about the toxic stuff for years. Again, the buildup, I've talked about the buildup and the progression of leaving a toxic job. But just think about in your own life, if you're in a toxic job, are you having this experience where you're already dealing with something very serious in your personal life? And then the stuff at the toxic job just keeps piling on. So it just makes it more harmful for you. So I wanted to offer some tips, okay? And something I was thinking about too, and let me know what you think about this. But I was thinking, how could I be of most benefit to Black women who are watching my videos? So as I've said before, my hope is that I am providing an opportunity for you to self-reflect on what I'm saying, that you are following up with the resources that I have, that you give this video a thumbs up and all my videos a thumbs up so that YouTube suggests the video to other Black women, and that you're sharing my videos with other Black women. That is my hope. But I said, you know what? Maybe people need a deeper dive in relation to self-reflection. So maybe in terms of offering you some reflection questions, in terms of after you watch this video, things that you might want to process in terms of the tips that I offer you. So I'm going to try this and just let me know what you think about me offering these reflection questions, okay? In terms of, do you want me to keep doing that? Do you not like it? Just let me know. So when this, or if this is happening to you, I invite you to do some reflection questions. One is, when you think about what's happening, I invite you to ask yourself, what is this reminding me of? Because many times when we are in these situations, they can remind us of other traumas in our lives. And that's why it's so painful, because the past trauma is impacted and it's activated by the current stress. Okay. So again, reflect on, what is the situation reminding me of? Also reflect on, what are the other things going on in my life that is causing me to have this reaction to what's happening now? Okay. So just reflect on that. And the last reflection question that I invite you to explore is, who are the people that I can go to for support? Who is in my circle? Who I can go to for support for the personal and the professional? So it may be different people that you go to, But I just want to say, whoever you go to, make sure those are trustworthy people. Make sure that these are people who have demonstrated to you that they are trustworthy, that they have your back, that they want to support you, and they give you good advice. Okay. You don't want to go to people and they are just have a track record of giving you really bad advice. No, not those people. The people who you respect and who have shown you they respect you and that they really care about you and your well being. So, those are the people. So, it's so important to check your circle, especially when you're going through stressful things. And again, thinking about things that are happening in your personal life. And then when that professional stuff happens, it just feels like it's too much. And so when you go through these reflection questions that I'm offering you, you might want to process that with a therapist also. So it might provide an opportunity to take a deeper dive in terms of what I'm talking about right now. There might be some things and you're like, I don't know why. You may not even know the answer to the question. So therapy might be a good opportunity, a good place for you to further explore, why is this upsetting me so much? What else is going on? Why am I triggered? What does this remind me of? And again, get the support that you need, because when you're dealing with the personal and professional, it can just feel like it's like no way out. And I don't want you to feel that way, because that is a dangerous place to be, because you could start feeling that sense of helplessness and hopelessness. And we don't want anyone to feel that way. What we want to do is to raise awareness that this is common in terms of what you may be going through. Again, I remember it like it was yesterday, just sitting in my car, thinking about what was going on with my son and how we were trying to support him. And then all this stuff just came together. It was like this big explosion at my toxic job. And I remember sitting in my car, almost just stuck, and thinking, why is this happening to me right now? Why? This is too much. This is too much. And thankfully, I have people that I can rely on that supported me. And so I was able to lean on those people and they were able to uplift me. But I was also mindful during that time of who I did not want to share information with, because I saw what those people did with information of other people. So I was very mindful of that. So, just be aware that sometimes you might be in a vulnerable state and you may think about sharing things with people. Now, at the toxic job, again, I never told people whom I knew were untrustworthy, right? In terms of that it would come back around to me. I like those people who I knew, but there was one person and there might be one person for you, that you may not have known that they were, you couldn't trust them, even though you may have seen some signs. Okay. You may have seen some signs that maybe they weren't trustworthy. That got me too. But thankfully, I just shared a little bit about what I was going through. I didn't tell the whole story, but just that, when you think about when you open up to people and you share with people that you're hurting about things that are going on with you, and if they can't fully support you or really support you in a real way, then that gives you more data in terms of really pulling away from those people. So I just wanted to just share that with you briefly. So remember, if you are experiencing like this convergence of things going on in your personal and professional life, please get the support that you need. Therapy, good friends, prayer, if you believe in prayer, taking care of yourself, coaching, whatever that might be. My hope is that you are getting that support. I know what it feels like. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But I also want to let you know that it will pass, even though in the moment it feels like this will never be over. It will pass. It will pass. And there might be some lessons involved as you are going through that process. So I'm signing off. Again, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please share this video with at least one other Black woman. Okay. And if you are ready to leave your toxic job and you are needing some support, there are things going on personally that you're getting support with, but you need the help professionally, then book a discovery call with me. And then we can talk about what's going on at your job and see how I can best support you in terms of leaving. Because we know that when you leave that toxic job, that's when the healing really starts, because it's very difficult to heal in that same environment that's beating you down. Okay. Okay. So I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.